a lot of people are going to be multimodal, but you do tend to identify with a specific style. There's your visual learner who likes to see things, your auditory learner who does best with listening. I feel like that's becoming more and more rare, is the people who can listen to lectures and walk away with like really good understanding of the topics. There's reading and writing, which is your rote learner, the person who writes the same thing over and over again on the board. That's like your Blackboard utilizer, you know who you are. And then there's the kinesthetic tactile learner who learns best about appendicitis by touching their right lower quadrant. And this can change from pre-med to med school, right? So pre-med was a little bit less of a fire hose, and med school is 100% a fire hose. And even more intense is that it's an applicable fire hose. Like, this is stuff that you're going to go into the clinic and actually see. So the knowledge that you're going to gain here is incredibly clinically applicable. So just be open to this as we go through it and sort of pick your category, but also see where else you might fit. Anything to add, Dave?
To a certain degree, your learning style oftentimes will change as you go from undergrad to med school, because the examination tends to change too. Most of your undergraduate courses are a combination of eat and regurgitate on an exam. And professors in undergrad aren't particularly great test writers. So you learn their patterns, you learn how they write tests, and then you just do that for a couple months. And that's not the case in med school. And that's certainly not the case for professional test writers for the USMLE. So where you have lots of extra time in undergrad to do really in-depth style study plans, read the book 2-3 times over, you just don't have that time in med school. And you're going to get squeezed, and you have to learn to let go to some degree. That some things you won't learn, and that's very hard for a lot of med students, to learn to let go of the fact they're not going to learn everything, because they learned everything in every college course they ever did.
Yeah, it's unfortunately, it's like we're all type A or something.